Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Gamesline podcast. I'm John, and it's No, it's not. I can't even. It's not E3. It should be E3 week, but it's not. It's Games Announcement Week, I guess now.
Games Done Summer, Jeff Keighley Fest.
Summerfest of games. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
Lorelai, you're here. Hello.
I am here. It's good to be here.
It's great to hear. Listen, I just want to get right up in front of this whole thing. Did anyone really think that E3 going away would suck this bad?
I mean,
because it sucks.
Honestly, it's kind of still better than E3 because I don't have to fucking watch any of it, and like we just get everything in about like 10 hours of people putting out videos instead of like weird big press conferences that you have to cover that have random bullshit. And I don't know.
No, it's just the way that I see it is just that the press conferences centralize things, and now everything is just spread out all over the place. You don't get eyes on the smaller stuff because they would sprinkle the smaller stuff throughout the bigger stuff, and it's just like, dude, I don't want to watch the fucking Wholesome Games Direct. I know you said to me earlier, like, oh, I kind of want to watch that because I like farming games. And it's just like, and we'd get like a couple of farming games sprinkled throughout the week, and it would feel normal. But if they have an event that's just like, hey, we're gonna show you all the cute farming games and all the dating sims that aren't actually like dating sims, and all that shit, and it's just like, you're crumpling it all up. It's like instead of presenting it on this nice piece of paper that has everything listed out, it's like they're crumpling up balls of paper that just have a couple of things written on them and flinging them at my head like, hey, check this out, and it's like, no, I don't have enough time. I just want, like, because there were like 5 conferences and then you were done, and now it's just like, yeah, here's Guerrilla Collective. Who the fuck is Guerrilla Collective? Who cares? What are they gonna announce?
Yeah, I mean that's true. You do have a lot of like weird random stuff, but I have an appreciation for that because sometimes it lets a small company that like Guerrilla Collective that nobody gives a shit do a weird conference thing and have, 80,000 people watching instead of like, hey, we did a random announcement in the middle of an IGN's floor show stream on the show floor at this shitty convention that nobody enjoyed going to.
80,000 people are not going to tune into Guerrilla Collective.
I mean, it's going to be simulcast across 20 different services and shit. You're going to get a lot more than you would have with some random IGN stream.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't put it in the IGN stream. Have this be like, hey, we're giving time to the big releases, and we're also giving time to the smaller stuff. Like, Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase were all bigger games because the smaller games are being delegated to these other showcases, and people just aren't going to look at those other showcases. So just, like, put it all together. Let this be something that is a celebration of games in general. Like, I think segregating it like this is just a bad idea. I think it's just a weird way to look at it. I don't know. I mean, like, as someone who hasn't really been able to watch too much of it because I've been working or I've been trying to go out for once in my fucking life for a little bit, like, it doesn't feel like a thing to cover right now.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, but I also looked at E3 kind of the same way as I don't fucking care about 90% of this, but with E3, it felt like you had to cover all of it. Like, you had to go over, even if you didn't give a rat's ass about anything. Like, I don't know. I just like the fact that if I want to, I can put something on in the background or whatever. 'Cause I mean, I don't care about most of it, but I don't know, like keeping it away from being the well, actually, no, that's not even true. I was going to say keeping it away from being a big corporate event, but it's all put together by Jeff Keighley, so it all feels still corporate as fuck. So, there goes any point I had to make. So,
I mean, I think this is just making it more corporate because the bigger games are going to float to the top because they're going to be the ones in the big showcases, and because the smaller stuff is trying to like huddle all together instead of being involved with the bigger things, it's just getting completely eclipsed. So I don't think that's I think that it's just you need to put some stuff in, like you need to spread it out. You need to put things together in ways that make sense and advertise to people in ways that make sense. And it just feels like it's just not a fucking it feels like that it hasn't been figured out yet, and I don't know. I mean, they're saying they're going to do an E3 next year, so if it does come back, I would love to see how it goes. Like, I know that we're laughing now, but like at the very least, I would like some kind of like centralizing aspect to this that makes things run at a pace that feels like it's something that we can keep up with.
I just don't think that's going to happen because like they partnered with fucking Reed Pop, which is part of why that got canceled. like no company wants to do E3 anymore. It's better to go to PAX. It's better to go anywhere where people get their hands on your game instead of a closed journalist thing or something that is prohibitively expensive. Like it's the same way you don't get announcements at GDC. It's like I do not know how E3 comes back unless it is just a PAX-like show.
Yeah, probably.
Where that's affordable to go to.
Feels like a normal fucking... Well, PAX at least, like, I mean, say what you will or whatever, but, like, PAX at least, when it has announcements, it's like, okay, yeah, there's going to be a Capcom thing. Here's, like, things are just laid out better, it feels like. I don't know.
Well, PAX was put together like a comic book convention instead of a gaming show. And, like, PAX is a convention, the other ones are shows. Are, showcase things for press, whereas... I don't know, PAX and stuff like it feels a little more accessible to people, even if it's fucking expensive as hell now. But it's still more accessible than going to, E3 was like, hey, we're gonna allow community badges for a couple of days, and they were like ridiculously expensive. Like, they've got to completely rework what E3 is if they want it to exist.
I don't know. I think they just need to fucking have better streams and run the streams better. I'm not even talking about the event. I just think the streams need to be more centralized. Like the event, like I don't care about the physical event. I'm just talking about like the actual thing that people are going to see online.
But I mean because
the thing is like, okay, if you're Microsoft, if you're Sony, if you're Nintendo, it behooves you to showcase a variety of games. Same with like any of the big publishers, it behooves you to showcase a variety of games. Jeff Keighley does not want to show small stuff. He wants to show all the big bombastic things. He wants to have Nick Cage come out on stage, which that was nice, but like at the same time it's just like he doesn't care about anything that isn't just gonna get things trending on Twitter, and he's gonna be able to go hang out with the people who make it and feel like a rock star like he always does. Like it's we're not going to get the variety that we got previously on streams that we're getting with Keighley in front of it. That's just what I believe.
I mean, you'll never get a return to that because everyone already pulled their shows out of E3. So even those last couple of years of E3 before it shut down, we're just this.
I mean, like, if the thing I'll push back on with that is just that it was they were pulling out because of like continued COVID spikes and like other just like
I'm talking
weird
before
events,
COVID
things going on. No, I know. I'm just saying like there were other problems and all that, and I think if E3 does try to pull people back in, there could be ways to do it. But again, like even if companies are pulling out from E3, there was still a centralized like concept behind it all, that they were still showing up on these specific days, things were still being run at the specific time. Like, it's just the fact that it's spread out all over the place, it just feels like a mess. Like that is what I mean. I just mean we need some form of centralization. We need a structure so that way people are incentivized to have a variety of games, and it's not just like corralling a bunch of bullshit that just a mess. Just makes it a mess. So I don't know. I mean, let's just try to get into it here. So we've had the Summer Games Fest thing and the Xbox showcase. Like I said, there are other events, but like they were just small and like I don't know. I'm like I try to look at like places that are like rounding up some of this stuff, and I don't know, it feels kind of mean that there's like not like a fucking wrap up article for like everything that was announced at Guerrilla Collective. But like also the thing is that like we just don't know because like this isn't being like categorized as this on the same level as the other things. So like I don't know what we're supposed to do. It's such a bizarre thing. I would love to have a better answer, but
no, yeah, I'm with you there. It's bizarre as fuck, but I kind of like it for that reason.
All right, we can go through the Games Fest here. Not a lot of new stuff. Let's see here. We got Path of Exile 2 footage, I guess.
Yeah.
Only a very small amount, like a minute. It's coming out July, or no, there's going to be a bigger update in July 28th, I guess. Sure. They showed gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. That looks like Mortal Kombat.
Yeah. I mean, the tag thing looks like it could be fun. I kind of like Mortal Kombat, but the fatalities still look like ass. Like, I hate the way they look now so much. And
it's a bit much.
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
It goes past the point of, hey, this is ridiculous, it's so ridiculous, it's funny, to this is just gross and bad.
So, from what I'm kind of picking up here, like, I haven't played MK11, but it's like Liu Kang is like an elder god now or whatever. He's like some sort of god, and so he like rebooted the world again. That's why it's Mortal Kombat 1.
Yep.
And so I think some of the cameo characters are like previous versions of them, because like Sonya Blade is a cameo and she's dressed up like she was in Mortal Kombat 1, same with Jax. So I think it's supposed to be like, oh yeah, these are like from the original timeline or whatever, so they're cameos instead of the actual characters, and maybe there will be actual characters.
Yeah, I like the tag thing. The way the tag stuff looked interesting, but the fighting still looks like that Mortal Kombat clunkiness. Like, there's just a clunky feel to those games that can be fun at first, but then eventually just gets like, I don't like.
Let's see here. They had Baldur's Gate 3 stuff. I never pay attention to these D&D games.
I usually do. Baldur's Gate 3 is like, I have the the what's it called? The early access stuff, and I've been enjoying it. I check in on it every 6 months or so, and it's like, oh, this is shaping up well, but when that game's actually released is when I'll care about it and put more than a couple of hours in. But
sure. Spider-Man 2, which is I think the 7th thing called Spider-Man 2 or 8th thing. I don't fucking know. There's been so many.
There's a lot of Spider-Man 2s, and this one looks pretty awesome.
Here's the thing: most Spider-Man 2s are very good. So
yeah, and I will say this: my favorite thing about this game has been friends of mine from comics just being like Christopher Anka and stuff, being like, "Hey, I got paid pretty well to design a costume for the game, just an extra, a whole bunch of people from comics, but also people who just do redesigns and shit of characters on Twitter were getting paid for designing costumes, and that's fucking awesome. I love that. Insomniac makes me happy with stuff like that.
So we get a release date, October 20th, which is very, very close to Alan Wake 2, which is a bit upsetting to me personally, because I want to play both of those games. Which they also talked a little bit about that too, saying that you're going to be able to switch between the two characters, who our buddy Alan, as well as an FBI agent named Saga Anderson. Some gameplay. You're going around shooting weird monsters. It's Alan Wake. They had a trailer for and then a demo for Lies of P, which is the Pinocchio Souls-like, and everyone's saying that it's really good, and I refuse to believe that.
It absolutely fucks. It rules. Scott and I did a little stream of it. Go back and watch it, y'all. Really, really shockingly entertaining game.
So someone had to do it, I guess?
I was shocked, because every time we've talked about this game when I've been on the podcast, it's been us shitting on it. This looks like garbage. This looks stupid. And then the game comes out, a demo comes out, and it's, oh god, I think this might actually be good. Oh no.
Sure. I still refuse to believe it. I don't want to give Lies of P my brain power. I mean, even if it is good, I'm still not going to like it because it's a Souls-like, so alright.
The loading page says now lying, and it's his nose growing across the screen.
That is pretty good.
That's really good.
That is pretty good. Here's something that I'm interested in. Sandland, which is a manga that Akira Toriyama did. They're doing a game and a movie, and they showed some of the game. And I mean, they didn't really reveal too much about it, but they did show our main character Beelzebub going around in some Akira Toriyama vehicles, and that is pretty much all I need to know. I saw Akira Toriyama vehicles, and I was like, I'm good. I want to try this out. Let's roll.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Same. Cool dinosaurs, Akira Toriyama. I thought it was going to be Dragon Quest Monsters the entire time, and then it was Sandland. I think
they did announce that they're making a new Dragon Quest Monsters too, though.
Yeah.
They got so here's a fucked up story here. They announced a new Sonic game, Sonic Superstars, which I'll be honest did look pretty decent.
It did.
They got 4 characters so far. You got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. The villains are going to be Eggman and I guess Fang, which is kind of weird. I didn't know that Fang was a villain, but sure. But here's the fucked up part. It is being made by Arzest.
Oh, hell yeah.
You may know recently as the creators of Balan Wonderworld. But they also made Yoshi's New Island and Hey Pikmin. So for everyone being like, "Oh, Yuji Naka totally just ruined Balan Wonderworld by himself," like, no, that game was never going to be good. It's being made by fucking Arzest. They haven't made a good game. And I mean, even though Sonic Superstars does seem pretty decent, I am not putting any hope into it because, like I said, they have not made a good game yet. So I mean, you know, could be a first time for everything.
Maybe they just are going to make a good game out of spite for Yuji Naka. Maybe they're like, hey, we're going to finally be able to put our own shit into this. Let's put all our effort in and make a game that doesn't suck. I mean, I have no faith it's a Sonic game. And even though, like, they made a good Sonic game last year, I have no faith in 2D Sonic anymore.
I would have had a lot more faith in it if they got fucking headcanon on it. Like, I have no idea why they didn't just get Christian Whitehead and his team on this. Like,
yeah.
So bizarre. So bizarre. John Carpenter's helping to make a game called Toxic Commando. It's a zombie game. You're going around, driving around, shooting zombies.
Looks real dumb. In a good way.
The way John Carpenter talks about games, I absolutely expect this to be at least pretty fun.
Yeah.
Like, dude just knows that dude just wants to be goofy, you know?
It gave me vibes of what was the People Can Fly game that was like space shooter where you had like fucking combos and shit with how you killed people?
Are you talking about Bulletstorm or are you talking about something else?
Bulletstorm.
Okay.
It gave me Bulletstorm vibes. A little bit, just with a probably better main characters. Hopefully.
They also talked about that Final Fantasy Ever Crisis game, which I guess is going to be like a compilation of like a bunch of the side Final Fantasy VII content to like tie it into the remake. And that's going to be a mobile game. And they showed some gameplay for Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the second part of the 7 remake, which is coming early next year. And they did confirm that Red 13 will be in your party in this game.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Looks pretty sick. Like, I'll just say that much. I'm pretty stoked for that at least.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
We got to watch Samoa Joe dance to the thong song as Will Arnett's voice came out of his mouth.
We did, and I didn't much care for it.
Okay, I think if you're gonna do a Twisted Metal TV show, that's the kind of thing you have to go for, because if you did serious Twisted Metal, it would be...
No, I mean, I'm not saying it was like dog shit, but I was just kind of like, alright.
Yeah.
Sure, this exists, I guess. Okay.
Yeah, everything else was like, what, there's a new season of Fortnite and a new season of Call of Duty. And they got rid of the swords in Fortnite, so fuck that.
Thanks, Epic, I guess. Then we had the Xbox showcase that was earlier today. They showed Fable.
Ooh.
They showed Fable, kinda. They had, Richard Ayoade?
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? I'm gonna Google how to pronounce this guy's name. I don't watch TV. Ayoade. That's what it says on Wikipedia. Ayoade. Richard Ayoade. Was in this trailer, yes. It didn't really seem like it was, it wasn't really gameplay, I don't think. It was just like, oh, hey, look at this.
It was like fun? Cinematically hanging out with Dave.
Sure, yeah, you know, it's Fable. People seem really stoked about this. Sure. We got South of Midnight, which is by Compulsion Games, who are the people who made Contrast.
Oh. Contrast was a cool little game, but that was like early PS4.
Oh, they also did We Happy Few. Do you remember We Happy Few?
That was bad.
Yeah. Sure. Star Wars Outlaws from Massive Entertainment and published by Ubisoft. Let's see what Massive Entertainment has done. They have done the Ground Control games. They helped with Far Cry 3. I guess they've just been kind of like a...
yeah, they're like a support studio mostly.
Yeah, they're like a support studio mostly. They I guess, are also making that Avatar game that Ubisoft is making. Sure.
I hate that I have to think about which Avatar again these days, because James Cameron's doing his shit again.
James Cameron's, yeah. But yeah, I mean, I guess you're just gonna be like a smuggler sort of dealio. Could be something. 33 Immortals, which is a 33-player co-op game. You're going around top down, trying to fight dudes, playing with 33 other people. This is being made by Thunder Lotus Games, who made Spiritfarer.
Seems like a cool concept.
Could be, you know. Payday 3 is coming out September 21st.
Looks like Payday.
Yeah, more Payday, sure. And then we got the Persona announcements, which mostly got leaked ahead of time. They got posted on Instagram, so we knew about it already. But yeah, there's going to be a Persona 3 remake called Persona 3 Reload. I mean, I think it looks pretty good. You know, yeah. It's got some real strong art. Definitely like a mixture of the Persona 5 like menu aesthetic and like also the like more dreary aspects of Persona 3. Didn't really talk too much about it other than showing that it exists.
Yeah.
It's coming out next year.
They and it's on Game Pass.
It is going to be on Game Pass, yeah. So and so far they've only confirmed Xbox One, Series X, and PC, but
PC on Windows Store, not Steam.
Sure, yeah. But there were some leaked like listings that showed it for PlayStation consoles and for Switch also.
Yeah,
so
of course it probably will be, man.
Yeah. But then they said in an interview apparently that this will not include any stuff from FES or Portable.
I'm okay with that.
I did see some folks saying that like this might have been like a slight mistranslation, just in the fact that like they're probably going to have some stuff from those games. At the very least, I'm guessing that they're not going to have the answer and they're not going to have the female MC. Like those are the big things. Like I'm sure they'll have like the improvements and like other stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you know, the like I guess the Finnish social link for Aegis and like the Elizabeth dating elements and stuff like that. Like, I'm sure they'll have all that, but they won't have, like, you know, the answer. I mean, that's the thing, is that, like, nobody's really missing the answer here. It's more the female MC. Like, this is the time for them to put her in there and have it be, like, a full game instead of the, like, kind of half-assed point-and-click thing that Portable was.
But they're not going to do that as long as Hoshino is still in control, which it seems to be. I'm guessing he's still probably director on this one.
I mean, we'll see. They said previously that he was not working on Persona anymore, but I don't know. To me, it seems like maybe something that they'll just be like, "Hey, guess what? Here's Persona 3 Reload Girl Side. Like, we'll put that out later. Like, I don't know if it'll be DLC or just like a new game or whatever. Because, I mean, like they had to rewrite a lot of stuff. Like, it's basically like a separate game's worth of writing.
They took out the best social link and replaced it with a tennis player. You can date a child.
they would yeah, that is the thing, is that they would not really be able to just copy and paste her thing.
Yeah.
Like, they would have to redo a lot. So I don't know. Like, I would love for them to do it, but it, like, for once when they say putting a woman in a game is hard, I kind of believe them.
Yeah.
Just in this instance. But at the same time, like, I hope that there is some sort of future for that. And if not, at the very least, some kind of female player character representation in Persona 6.
Yeah.
But it does look really good, though.
It does.
I am pretty stoked about that.
Like honestly, the thing I'd miss the most is probably, like, I hope they do something with the answer, whether it's just like add an epilogue cutscene or whatever with stuff in there, because like all the new games reference the answer a lot. So that's like the one thing I'd like at least referenced at the end, but yeah.
Yeah, they'll figure something out. They also announced Persona 5 Tactica, which was also revealed on their Instagram too early.
Yep.
It's a grid-based tactics game. Sure.
I mean, honestly, I'm kind of excited if the writing is as good as it was with Persona 5 Strikers, which, like,
maybe.
Persona 5 Strikers, like, Haru showing up and the first thing she says is essentially a cab. Like, I genuinely love the writing of Persona 5 Strikers, so if this is more of that, then hell yes.
Maybe. But that is also probably coming to all the other consoles too, because there were leaked listings for that. And the reason why I'm saying that maybe Hashino is not involved with the Persona stuff is because they also announced what used to be Project Refantasy. It's now called Metaphor Refantasio. So far, again, only PC and Series X announced. Probably also PS5. If this isn't coming to like Xbox One and PS4, I'm guessing it won't be on Switch. Thing is it did look really good.
Yep.
Like, I'm sure there's gonna be some really good stuff in there. Like, the end of it'll probably have the ending will probably kind of fall apart, and there will probably be one or two crappy bits. But man, so much of this still looked really cool.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely looks cool. Like, I like everything I've seen in that trailer.
Mm-hmm.
But I just hate Hashino so much.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like, usually there's enough good in his games to outweigh, like, the things that piss me off. Except for Catherine. But
yeah. There's an elf lady with very long ears.
Yeah. It all looks... just character design looks good.
The music reminds me a lot of Strange Journey, and that makes me really happy. It's got that, like, foreboding chants.
Yeah.
Good shit. They showed some Avowed stuff. The new Obsidian thing. I already know that I am not going to care about it, so I haven't really looked at it, but
it's Obsidian.
I'm sure if you like...
Yeah.
I'm sure if you like Elder Scrolls and Fallout, I bet you'll probably really like this. There's a new expansion for Sea of Thieves that is a Monkey Island crossover.
I kind of can't wait.
That's a really great crossover.
Yep.
Like, yeah. July 20th. So there you go. Not too long to wait to go hang out with Guybrush, I suppose. There's going to be a big ol' update to Microsoft Flight Simulator for the 2024 season. You're going to be able to, like, do jobs and stuff. Like helicopter mountain rescue, balloon piloting, aerial firefighting, and all that. Just you're going to be able to do a bunch of like actual work when you're flying around. And there's also going to be an expansion where you can fly around Iraqis from Dune. So you're going to be able to just fucking take like a fucking, what are they, ornithopters or whatever? Or was that from Magic the Gathering?
Can I crash an ornithopter into my house?
Probably. Hopefully.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that'll be November 3rd, which is the same day that the second Dune movie's coming out. So there you go. You can Dune it up. You're gonna Dune it. We got a trailer for Hellblade 2.
Don't know why that game needs to exist, but
yeah.
Hopefully it's as good as the first.
There's a game called Kunitsugami: Path of the Goddess from Capcom, which I think I saw some people saying that this was like, I guess originally going to be a oh god, what is their Onimusha. This is going to be an Onimusha thing, but I guess maybe they changed that so to make it an original thing.
To make it to not have to pay Jean Reno.
I guess, yeah. Looks pretty sick, though.
It does.
They announced another Forza Motorsport. Sure.
Yep. Drive car in circle.
Yeah.
Yay.
They showed a bunch of Starfield. They had a whole, like, a little trailer during the event, and then they had, like, a whole Starfield Direct thing. I don't know. Is it, like, I feel like everyone I'm seeing reacting to Starfield is just like, well,
it exists.
Some of this looks cool, but also, shit, it's Bethesda. I can't get excited.
I honestly can't wait to see videos of whatever fucking jank comes from this one, though.
That is always the treat from a new Bethesda game.
Bethesda jank
is always...
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What else do we have here? We've got a game called Jusant, which is from Don't Nod. You're climbing around. Fall 2023. Climb around.
Climbing is cool.
Can be. Still Awakes the Deep from Secret Mode and The Chinese Room. It's a horror game on the water. You're out on the sea, and you're getting scared. A first-person exploration game. Early next year. Dungeons of Hindenburg. It's like a kind of modern-y fantasy game where you're going around skateboarding on a sword.
Yeah. Looks like a cool little thing. Could definitely be interesting. Character design is up my alley.
Yeah, could be good. City Skylines 2, that's happening. They didn't really go into too much detail, but I don't think they have to. They just basically be like, hey, we're doing that again.
Yeah, hey, you want to build a city and have it be good, unlike EA?
Do you want to build a city? Do you want to build a city again? It's like, yeah, I guess I do.
A little bit.
Towerborn, which is a fucking weird name. I don't know how I feel about that name. It's by the people that made the Banner Saga.
Yeah.
Trying to make it a little more fun, I guess. This is a little RPG kind of dealio, like a hack and slash RPG. And like a beat 'em up looks like. We got Clockwork Revolution, which is from In Exile. They're the folks who made Wasteland 2 and Torment Tides of Numenaria.
Which is...
And The Bard's Tale 4.
Yeah, it was kind of wild to see this going like, are they doing a BioShock Infinite sequel? For like the first 3/4, like, well, actually the entire fucking thing. And then, oh, no.
It does look like BioShock Infinite, basically. Like, yeah. We got a confirmation and a little bit of a trailer for... okay, so something I forgot to mention during the Game Fest was they talked about the Yakuza spinoff about Kiryu.
Yes, where he's Spider-Man.
He does have webs for some reason. It is very weird. But then they also announced that we are getting Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, which is the 8th game. And the trailer was just Ichiban waking up on a beach in, I guess, America, completely nude. And that's it.
My guess is Hawaii, because Sega already has assets for some of that.
Very funny.
Yeah.
I'm ready for whatever the hell is going on. I guess Kiryu's also going to be in this one too, because they can't let him go. But he does have a really shitty looking like boy band haircut, which I love, so I'm pretty into that.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait for Ichiban in America. Oh God. I need it now.
I need Ichiban to show up in a retro game store in America and take them to task.
It's like,
I need him to say, what the fuck is wrong with you people? These prices are insane. That needs to be a side quest. I need a side quest where I go and like beat the shit out of some like people slabbing their games. I need this in my life. But yeah, that's kind of what they showed. Is there anything from those two things that really stood out to you that we didn't mention, or anything that you want to dwell on a bit longer?
I mean, really, the only thing we didn't mention was the Cyberpunk also getting its expansion shown off, but I don't know.
I don't know why anyone would be excited about that.
Maybe
right
they'll
now,
introduce Penis 3.
Maybe they'll just fuck it all up again.
But yeah, like the things that probably stood out to me that I'm excited for are like, because I just started getting into Sea of Thieves with some friends of mine. I'm pretty excited for that because I've been having a lot of fun with it. The Star Wars Outlaws open world game they announced, I'm hoping that'll be good. I like Star Wars. And then it's probably that Dungeons of Hindenburg were the most interesting of the things that weren't like Persona Tactics, maybe. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like super like jump through hoops for anything. I guess, yeah, like I'm excited for the Persona 3 remake. I'm interested in some of this stuff, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like, all right, sure, let's move. Let's do what we got to do. Gaming. Let's see here. Do we want to talk about a little more news, or do you want to talk about what you've been playing?
I think we can start talking a little bit about what we've been playing.
All right, what have you been up to?
I'll just give it a start with like 30 seconds of Final Fantasy XIV because the new patch came out a couple weeks ago and all the content is good again. I was 100% ready to just drop that game, but then a whole bunch of the new stuff, all the fights are really good and it's fun again. And like, hey, they remembered how to make a good game, so they probably have gone gold on Final Fantasy XVI. But other than that, really, it's mostly Street Fighter 6.
That's just out in like a week, right? Final Fantasy 16?
Yep. But yeah, it's mostly been Street Fighter 6. A lot of it this week. Over this last week, I finished the entirety of... Well, not the entirety. I still have to raise my buddy friendship levels with people in, with trainers and whatnot more. But I finished all of the story mode for Street Fighter 6 and it kind of ruled. It's just fun to run around that world. I'm maining Marisa, who fucking rules. 100% my character design. A big buff redhead who punches shit really hard. Hell yeah, sign me up. But yeah, for the most part, yeah, the Street Fighter 6 is phenomenal. Good God, all the characters play really well. It took me forever to decide on a main because I liked the way that like 20 different characters played. Like, I really wanted to do Manon for a while. I love, like, her command grab is just utter bullshit if you power it up enough. It's mean. But for the most part, yeah, it shifted to Manon. That's who I'm playing as online. I mean, not Manon, but Marissa. That's who I'm playing as online for mostly. But oh my god, every character feels good, and it's really weird to have a Street Fighter game that's this good at launch. Like, what the fuck?
Solid release from Capcom once again.
Yeah. Who would have thought the best thing to happen to Street Fighter would be getting rid of Yoshinori Ono?
I probably could have guessed that, but you know.
Yeah.
He's off doing Fate shit now, and you know what? They're doing some kind of cool looking Fate stuff.
Yeah.
So, sure. I've just been playing more Live Alive. I know how to pronounce it now.
Oh, perfect.
Live Alive. That is how you're supposed to say it. I got through the prehistory and China, and now I'm on Japan, and I'm trying to do the no-kill run, which is tough, but I'm doing it. And it's just like Undertale. No, it's not. It's not just like Undertale. I'm being a fucker. It's really good though. Like I do wish there was maybe a little bit more to like some of the stories and all that, but the gameplay is sensational, and just the sense of scale in, you know, hopping around to all these different timelines and being able to see how all these different characters, how their stories flow. It's good. Yeah. Good, you know, it's just a good game, and it's nice that it is available in a way that is like good for normal people. So you don't have to download a ROM hack or learn Japanese to play it. Now it's just available, and it's good.
I honestly think it's also the best implementation of the 2D, 3D thing in a game so far.
Yeah. It looks very nice.
The HD 2D, is that what they call it? I always forget.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it's like HD 2D.
But yeah, the game's incredible, and god, the music, and you haven't even heard some of the best of it. I am looking forward to you getting into some more of the stories. Like, I am eagerly going to be listening to podcasts.
Sure, yeah. I mean, it's a neat little game for sure.
It really is. So your challenge is, because you're doing the no-kill run, I'm guessing you're going for all of the super bosses and stuff?
Yes.
Hell yeah. So some of the best designed fights in a game like that they're so good.
I mean, I already beat the prehistory one, which was tough.
Yeah.
I mean, like, really tough.
Oh, I know.
But it was also cool. All right, let's hit more of the news here, because the rest of the stuff on here isn't too crazy. They're remastering Shadows of the Damned.
Hell yes.
There was a Devolver Direct thing, and Suda showed up and got shot at by Garcia Hotspur because, yeah, hey, Grasshopper owns Shadows of the Damned again. I mean, Shadows of the Damned is good, but at the same time, God, this whole thing just feels very weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, Suda was so, like, adamant about not liking what Shadows of the Damned turned out to be. But now it's just like, well, here it is again. It's just like, it's just joining this continued thing where Suda51 is just, like, saying things and then doing completely different things. And it's, I don't fucking know what this guy is about anymore. Like, that's basically my point. I don't know what his whole thing is. And I don't know, I guess it's nice that this is going to be available on new platforms, and maybe they'll make a sequel of some sort. But, like, at the same time, yeah, I'm just like, to what end? To what end is this? What are we doing here?
What is Suda51 anymore?
It's very weird. Let's see what this is from here. Apparently, there has been some talk already for Illumination and Universal and Nintendo to make a Zelda movie.
Yeah.
I guess is their next big ol' thing. Instead of just doing Mario, they're gonna do Zelda, which is not a surprise whatsoever. But at the same time, it's just like, alright, yeah, here you go.
Nope, I'm pretty much 100% sure that we're going to get like an Illumination Nintendo universe going with a whole lot more than just Mario and Zelda. Like, probably get a Metroid movie after that one, and after
I don't know about Metroid, but like I know we're 100% gonna get a Kirby movie. Like, there's no way we're not gonna do Kirby.
Oh yeah.
You know, we'll see how it goes. But I mean, I didn't hate the Mario movie. The Mario movie was pretty divisive, though. Like, a lot of people were just like, yeah, exactly. Like, a lot of people were like, oh my god, this is amazing. And some people were just like, oh, this is drivel. And it's just like, I thought it was just like a fine kids movie, whatever.
It was a great movie that exists. It was like a perfect distillation of what Mario is.
Sure. So, to follow up with all the Sega talk from earlier and Atlas talk, the Sega of America Union, Aegis, have said that Sega management has tried to interfere with their organization, and their ballots are getting mailed out on the 16th, and that is when they will be voting. But Sega has been, trying to run a campaign to get in front of it and tell people to not vote for unionization. But hopefully the other employees are just ignoring that mess, and that the vote will go through and they will unionize. That is all that we can hope for.
Yeah. Like, it's fucked up. It doesn't entirely shock me. But, I mean, of course, it's a corporation. They're gonna union bust. And it fucking sucks every time it happens. And I hope they not only get a union, but that union is powerful. And, God, it's insufferable, Sega.
I mean, yeah, it seems like, yeah, they once this goes through, then they're just gonna have to deal with the union, so.
Like, at least it isn't like that one that was like, remember there was one a couple of years ago where the company or the people who are unionizing, I think it was, like, I want to say it was one of the subsidiaries of Activision, where they were unionizing and then they just gave up because it would be impossible to have a fair union vote.
I don't think that'll happen here, at least.
Yeah, that's the hope. I'm just so fucking tired of companies acting like pulling bullshit.
Yeah. We'll see how this shakes out. And lastly, Apple thinks people have $3,500 lying around.
Well, I mean, Apple users, maybe.
I guess so. They announced their VR headset, Apple Vision Pro, which, I mean, it lets you look past what you're looking at, so that way, if you're walking around, you won't bump into people, I guess. You're going to be able to, like, interact with things using your fingers, and it seems like a nice, like, this is a nice evolution of the VR headset.
Yeah. Like,
and if it wasn't almost $4,000, I would honestly probably think about getting it. But it is almost $4,000. I do not have that kind of money.
Like, AR shit is super cool. Like, AR is a technology that I really like the possibilities of. Because it is like that stupid, hey, I've got my goggles on and I'm doing the stupid movie thing of grabbing a thing up there and grabbing a thing up there and sliding it, like...
I've always wanted to do that. I know it's so stupid, but I've always wanted to do that. Make fun of me if you must.
AR is fucking cool. VR sucks compared. Like, because you're with AR, you're still in the world. You know, it's Pokemon Go. It's pointing your camera at thing and you see your fucking Pokemon in your freezer or whatever. It's like conceptually, it's so cool, and having a goggle that can do it is an awesome technology. It's just too bad that it's fucking Apple, and of course it's $3,500, because if they charged less, Apple people would probably be like, well, I'll wait until the professional model comes out.
Yeah. I'm sure in a couple years there will be a version of this that is somewhat reasonably priced, and then that will be the one to get. But for now, yeah, this is just like the thing for the people that are crazy for Apple stuff and will buy anything they put out, and they're gonna experiment with it and make it usable for the average consumer, and then actually release it.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, this is just the beta test right now, pretty much. That's usually how it goes with Apple releases.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I mean, I think you might want to talk about another game or so, but yeah, I mean, I don't really got anything else.
I am kind of glad I got kind of lucky in that one of the friends of mine, I was like, hey, I'm going to try the Diablo 4 beta, and I'm not going to buy Diablo 4 because I refuse to give Activision Blizzard my money right now. And a friend of mine that I was paying with bought me the main game. So I was like, okay, cool. I can get away with I could play the game because I was really enjoying it. So over the last couple of days, I've finally started putting time into it. I've gotten to about level 25 as a necromancer and level 15 as a warrior, and I am really enjoying that game and the way the world is built out. It's got weird little, like, it's kind of weird in that it has a set map. The main map for the world is set. So it doesn't do the, hey, you log into an area and you bring people in if you want to do co-op stuff. You just go in, there's a set map, everything seamlessly does the seamless online thing, so you see other people running around with you. But there will be, like, random dungeons and stuff like that are just for your world. Or who you're in a party with and stuff like that. And it's really interesting the way it is just like, hey, you could actually make a guide for where to find everything in this game if you wanted to, and be able to find everything because it's not randomly generated every time you log on, except for dungeons. So far, I've done about 10 dungeons, and they have all been really, it's Diablo. They're fun if you like that kind of game. And the way this one is, like the way Necromancer plays, is just like really stupid fun, where I'm just throwing spears at stuff and watching my little skeleton buddies go out and hit them. And then I explode their corpses to kill everything else. So I just get like this chain of corpse explosions as I shoot spears everywhere, and it just kind of rules. I've been, like, so far I'm still only in Act 1 because I'm just like, I like doing the side stuff. So I'm not gonna progress the story, even though I absolutely could. Just like having a ton of fun with the gameplay. Like, they've always done these games really smoothly. It works even better than 3 did on a controller, and 3 was fantastic on a controller. So that's a nice change, because going back to like Diablo 2 Remastered sucks on a controller. You can play it on a controller, it just sucks ass. Meanwhile, 3 and 4, just great feeling games. Like, so far, yeah, just doing every little thing I've done And, like, probably would be a lot faster if I progressed the story and got my horse, but I don't care. I'm just enjoying myself. Like, a good 10 hours so far, and it's just been fun.
Mm-hmm. That's nice. That's good to hear. I mean, you know, as maligned as Blizzard is these days, you know, they're still, you know, going for it and you know, making good stuff, it seems.
Yeah.
So, you know, what if they didn't have to deal with all that bullshit? They'd probably be making all kinds of good content. You know, they'd be making some good ass games.
I need Bobby Kotick to fuck off so that I can actually give them my money, because like I have friends that work there, and like I want to be able to support my friends, even though it's $1 billion corporation. It's like I still like being able to buy things my friends have worked on, you know, and it's it kind of, you know, I need Bobby Kotick fucking gone so I can give them my money.
The world does.
God.
The world does.
It's why with all the Microsoft shit, I'm like, just, God, I hate this whole thing, because it's like you want Microsoft to buy them to get rid of fucking Bobby, but you don't because it's a fucking monopoly, and it's like, fuck everything.
Yeah. There's never an easy answer to any of this shit.
And it all sucks in the end. But yeah, Diablo 4, solid game. I'm really enjoying myself. Like, and you know, it's like got me going. I wish I could play WoW, but that's a monthly subscription, and that's not a thing I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm. All right, well, that ought to basically do it. We do have a question, but that's about it. If you want to send in a question, you can go to gamesline.tumblr.com/ask, and you'll sound like this. Anonymous asks, what if instead of Alan Wake, it was Alan Woke?
Would it?
All right, well,
just
that will
be
do
Alan
it for
Wake?
this week's show. That will do it for this week's show. Thank you all for listening. If you want to send in questions, yeah, do that. Gamesline.tumblr.com/ask. You follow us on our website, gamesline.net, where we post all of our stuff, except for the stuff that doesn't get posted there. Sometimes stuff is exclusive to Patreon, which is patreon.com/gamesline. Give us $3 a month, and you can get all that exclusive stuff, plus our anime podcast a week early. So there you go. You're getting more stuff. As time goes on, the catalog grows. There's more of a reason to just pay $3, and you get it all. Follow our Twitter at @thegamesline. The Tumblr also. I've said it 4 times now. Facebook.com/gamesline, YouTube.com/thegamesline, and Twitch.tv/gameslinetv. Scott has still been streaming quite a lot lately, so you'll probably want to catch stuff that he streams. But if you miss it, we're putting it up on YouTube, so that'll be youtube.com/thegamesline. Make sure you check that also. Come hang out with us on Discord, thegamezone.zone. Type that into your web browser and it'll bring you straight there. And thank you to meltchannel/Magic Circuit for our theme song Crush off of their album Magic is Real. If you want to listen to their stuff, it's meltchannel.bandcamp.com or magic-circuit.bandcamp.com. Lorelai, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter, Twitch, well, everywhere pretty much, at Judgment Scythe.
You can find me at JOHN_MICHONSKI on Twitter. It's John Machonsky. It's my name. And that'll do it. I think that'll do it. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. It's been you know, E3 fucking E3 is it sure doesn't feel like E3. It really doesn't.
Like, the worst thing is we're going to probably have like 20 more announcements over the next week that like nobody will notice, and it'll be like something that if we did notice would have excited us. but because they put it in, like, there's a Grasshopper Direct later tonight, I think. Like, what the Grasshopper?
It's in a couple of days, but, like, what are they going to announce? What do they have?
They already announced Shadows of the Damned. Are they going to do, like, a Travis Touchdown trilogy? Quadrilogy?
I've been hearing some rumors that they're going to do, like, a remaster or a remake of Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Oh, fuck.
Which, like, sure, but, like, what are they doing? What's going on?
I have no idea.
I don't fucking know what's going on. Well, let's see if we can figure it out more. We got a whole nother week until the next podcast. Let's see what we can figure out, and then reconvene next week, and then if it's still fucked up, then that's just gonna have to be how it is.
Yep.
Alright, so that'll be it. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week with another episode of the Gamesline podcast. Have a good one.
Chugga chugga.